Hey everyone, welcome back to another Odoo 19 tutorial by Cybrosys. Today in this video, we'll be talking about the Helpdesk module of Odoo 19. So Helpdesk basically, as the name indicates, it's to help you guys, not in that way, but if you have any issues, raising a ticket and all is a normal thing. So here using the Helpdesk module, you can actually raise the ticket, you can manage the SLA policies and so much more for the sales team. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the video and let me show you what all features are present in the module. So now let's begin. First of all, let's open the Helpdesk module. This is the Helpdesk, as you can see. So the very first thing that appears right in front of you once you open the Helpdesk module is the Helpdesk overview. Okay, so in this overview itself, you'll get to know about different sales team, how many tickets are they dealing with, how many SLA success rate is there, what is the average rating of each team and all. So if you just take a look at each of this card view, this is basically a Kanban kind of a view. So this is a card inside where you can see the count of different things. Like you have the 7 open tickets over here for customer care, 2 unassigned ones, 1 urgent ones, and 0 in failed ones. And then you can see the count of the closed tickets, the SLA success rate, as well as the average rating of this particular team. And if you click under tickets for customer care, you can see a button called tickets, not only for customer care, for every other, sales team, there is a button called tickets. So I'm going to click on tickets and this will be showing you the tickets which has been assigned to this particular team. Okay, so you can see there are 4 under new, 3 under in progress. You can see the the ones that are in on hold, solved ones and cancelled ones. So you can simply drag and drop it to change the, stage of different tickets. So right now let's go back. Okay, and here you have this 3 dots. If you click on that, you have the option to view the tickets, which we've already seen, and the reporting for corresponding to this particular sales team. Okay, so you can get the ticket analysis as well as the SLA status analysis. So if you click on the ticket analysis, this will be showing you the ticket analysis of the team, which is the Helpdesk team, customer care. So you have different tickets, the count on new, count on in progress, the count on solved, as well as the cancelled ones. So that can be seen that too in different types of graphs. You all know that different types of graphs. You can switch it to pivot view as well as the cohort view. Okay, so these much views are available for a single team. So team oriented reports can be actually fetched from here. So that's it. Then you can see the SLA success rate. So if you just put your mouse on that, you will get a field help where it says percentage of tickets whose SLAs have successfully been reached on time over the total number of tickets closed within the past 7 days. So that's how it works. So that's the overview. Okay, and on top you can see my tickets where it specifically shows you your ticket in the sense the ones who have logged in to the module. Okay, so you can see how many open tickets are there, which are 12. Okay, high priority ones and urgent ones. Okay, so we'll be setting priorities for the tickets that we generate. Then you can see the average open hours and the failed ticket counts. Then you can see your performance. Like just by taking a look at the dashboard, you can get to know about your performance as well. So here you have my performance, under which you have 4 closed tickets today. SLA success rate is there and average rating of yours can be seen from there. So far you have 4.3 out of 5, which is not bad at all. Okay, and yeah, and then you have the average last 7 days that too is taken there and the daily target. Okay, so that's how you can track your performance simply by using the Helpdesk overview. So that's it. And on the main page, you have the search icon and also under which you have the filter and group by as well as the favorites. Okay, so that's the overview. That's all about the overview. Then you have the ticket section. So there you have 2 sections or 2 different menus, which is my tickets and all tickets. So if you click on my tickets, okay, this will be taking you all to your tickets. That is the one that you have generated or assigned to you guys. So you can see assigned to means it will be showing your name. Your name, I repeat, it's the person who have logged in to the system. Okay, so if you want to create a new ticket, simply click on new and a ticket creation form comes where you can provide the name. Or ticket can be an issue or an inquiry. Okay, so here you can see an example as product arrived damaged. So that's an issue. Okay, and the duty of the help desk team is to fix the problem or fix the issues. So I am giving the same thing, product arrived damaged. So that's the issue I'm raising, and you can assign the customer care team. So you have actually created this from my ticket section. So obviously your team and your name will be filled up there automatically, but there is an option for you guys to change it. So if it's customer care, you can put it under customer care or VIP support or IT support, or even you can search for more help desk teams. So I'll show you where this help desk teams are created. So in the configuration, you have this help desk team. Okay, so I think we'll create one there, and then I'll show you how the creation is. So this is how it looks like, and then you can set priority for your what do you say, for the tickets. Okay, and then you have the customer, the phone, the description, and extra information. So we have a lot of other things as well. I'll talk about it. Then if you go to the tickets, you have this all tickets section. So click on that, and this will be showing you all the tickets, not only the ones that are assigned to you, but also other users or other team members. So all tickets can be seen here. Plus you can see the stage on which each of these tickets lies. And for the tickets, you have different kind of views. So you have the Kanban view. We have already seen the list view. This is the Kanban view, which will be under different stages. Then you have the activities corresponding to different tickets. Okay, so it's very easy to assign different activities like calls, emails, meetings, documents and all. Okay, so simply click on whatever activity you want to create, and that too corresponding to whatever ticket it is. And then you can create one easily. So I'll create a call. Before that, you can see 3 different colors. Red denotes to the one that are already expired. That is the activities, those are expired. Yellow are the ones that are to be done today, and green is the activities that is scheduled for future. So that's how it works. And to create one, if you want to create a call, click on the cell, and such a wizard appears where you have to specify the call and save it. So you can set the due date also. Okay, so this is for future. That's the reason why it's in green color. Now let's move on to the pivot view of the tickets. So this is the pivot view, simply a tabular view. So you all know for pivot view, you can add multiple measures like the rating. You have the average hours to respond, the hours to first response. Then you have the working hours to assign, working hours to close, and working hours until SLA deadline. So likewise, you can do the rest of the things. Then you will get this in the graph view. So you can see the different customer cares and the ones that are coming under, that is the count of different tickets coming under each of the team. So you have 4 in new state and 3 in progress stage. Similarly, here also you can see the count of different other teams and their tickets, and also you will be getting the sum. Okay, so that's how it works. Then you have the cohort view. Okay, so this is the cohort view of the very same tickets that we have seen. So these much views are available or provided by the Helpdesk module of Odoo 19. So here in the cohort view also, you can see the different measures. So by default, the count is the only measure that we have over there. So it will be showing you the count, and based on different months, the average will also be seen. So those are the different views. Now, before creating the ticket, let's go to the configuration, and from there, let me show you how to create the Helpdesk team. So right now we have 3 different teams. Okay, so this is the SLA policy. We have to choose the Helpdesk team. See, we have teams like customer care, VIP support, and IT support. Similarly, you can create a new one. Click on new, and here you have a lot of things which has to be assigned. So you can create a name here. This is the creation form basically. I'll show you what all fields it has. So you can create a customer care or whatever it is. You can set a name. You can describe your team and mention the company to which it belongs to. Okay, and then you have the visibility and assignment section of the team. So where you have to set the visibility, like people whom this team and its ticket will be visible. So you can choose the visibility here. You can set the followers of the team, and automatic assignment can be done for the team. You have the channels, the help center, the track and bill time. You have the performance, self-service, and after sales. So I think it's better to show a pre-created one. So here you have the customer care, for which a name and a description is provided. You can take a look at these smart tabs on top. Here it is already published in the website. You have the SLA policies. There are 2 SLA policies which is created corresponding to this. You can see this. Okay, So if you create one or open one, you can see the policy that has been created. 2 days to start, the criteria, okay, and the help desk team, the reach stage, within how many hours it should be completed, and all such things are provided over here. And tickets coming under that SLA policies will be found inside the policy. So going back, here you have the average rating of the whole team. You have the number of tickets that you have for the team. So I'll just click on the tickets over here and it will be showing you the whole tickets of the team, that is customer care, or whatever tickets that are assigned to the customer care. So that's how it works. Then you have the channels. So under channels, you have the email alias. You can set an email for your team. You can set a live chat for your team. Okay, and under the help center, you have knowledge, e-learning, community forum, and website forum. So whatever you want, you have to enable this. Only only then this will be available for the team. You have the track and build timing, you have the performance, you have the self-service as well as the after sales section. So that's how a help desk team looks like. So I'll be doing a detailed video on creation of the help desk team. So this is where the team comes from, and this is where we take the team to the help desk tickets. Okay, so that's the tickets, and then here you have the SLA policies. So this is the policy that we have. SLA policy means service level agreement is what SLA stands for. Okay, so we are going to create the service level agreement policies from here. So here you have one which is 7 days to finish. You can describe the policy over here and the criteria. So this SLA policy will apply to tickets matching all of the following criteria. So we'll set a criteria, and this will be applied to the tickets that match the specific criteria that we give over here. So you can see the priority over here. You can set a priority here. If it's 2 stars, which means you have this high priority ones and urgent ones as well as the medium priority ones. So you can set the priority over here. You can set tags, the customers, and the target. So when all these match, that will apply, a ticket that applies all these things, that will be coming under the policy. So that's the SLA policy, and it's easy to create one from here. And then you have the canned responses. You know what canned responses are? You are actually setting a shortcut for a whole sentence. Okay, so this can actually save a lot of your time, and we basically use this in different, discuss module and all. Simply by using this double colon, when the hello comes, you can actually use the whole substitution over there. Okay, and the canned responses have 2 different views, which is the Kanban and the list view. Now let's go back to the tickets and I'll show you creating a ticket. So I'm going to create one from my ticket and name it as product arrived damaged. Okay, and then here you have the customer, the help desk team. So you can set the team here. You can set the customer. So I'm setting the customer as Deco. Automatically his phone number will come. You can set the priority. I'm setting it as urgent. And if you want to add a tag over here, I'm putting the tag as it's a repair. Okay, or you can change it to anything, a service, a website, whatever it is. And here comes the extra information and description, and then you can save it. Okay, so if you want to plan an intervention for this particular ticket, you can do that from here. So click on that. You can create a field service task from here. So you can specify the title, the project, and all such things. Then click on create task. If you want to click create and view the task, you can do that. Or if you want to convert this to an opportunity, it can be anything from tickets. If it's an inquiry, means you can convert it to an opportunity, right? So that can also be done from here, clicking on convert to opportunity. This will convert to an opportunity. So only thing is that you have to specify whether to create a new customer, an existing customer, or do not link to any customer. Okay, likewise, you can assign the sales team, the salesperson, and convert directly to an opportunity. That's how it works. So here you have the stages. It's currently on new stage. If you want, you can change it from in progress, on hold, solved, and cancelled ones. So you can see the task that we have created within the what do you call this, tickets. Okay, so that's the task that we have created. That is the field service task. Okay, so now let's go back. Here you can see 3 tickets and 1 open. So the ticket that is created can be seen over here, which is matching this one. Okay, and that's it. And if you want to change the state, simply change it from here. If it's solved, you can mark it as solved. And here you have this button to show whether it's in progress, ready, or blocked. So I'm putting it as ready. Okay, so that's how easily you can create a ticket. Okay, now lastly, let's move on to the reporting section. The first one is the ticket analysis. So here you can see the analysis of the tickets of different help desk teams. So currently we have 3 teams, which is the customer care, the VIP support and IT support, and each team and the count of tickets on different stage is what we can see in this graph. So very same thing we have in the line chart and the pie chart, and you can switch it to pivot table. So this is the pivot table, and the cohort view is also available for the ticket analysis. Similarly, we have the SLA status analysis. So this is the status analysis. Pivot view is available there. You have the graph view, 8 hours to finish, the ones that are in 8 hours to finish, 7 days to finish, and 2 days to start. Those are the 3 policies. And you have the very same thing in the cohort view. So that's the SLA analysis. And finally, you have the customer rating. So for every team, the customer will be providing the ratings. Okay, so all those ratings can be viewed from here, and this rating is done from the website. So here, each of the team and each of the ratings provided can be seen as different emojis. So you get that in list view, whether that rating is happy, unhappy, neutral, whatever it is. Then you'll get that in the pivot view and the graph view. Okay, so these are the basic things that you have in the help desk module. Okay, it's basically all about managing the tickets, generating the tickets, converting it to opportunity or field desk, field service, whatever it is. And then, sorry, let's go back. And then you can actually manage it in a very good way by using the the help desk module. So we'll be back with a deeper dive into each of the discrete topics of the module. So till that, please wait. So that's all about the help desk module. I hope that was clear for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.